Had just 1 o'clock that noon, no.
Yeah, that one in the back is like 5 minutes ahead, I'm not really sure. Oh, no. You ready? Call the meeting order.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Minutes for Tuesday, October 7th. I know, last paragraph on page 1, to clarify, was places to cut instead of raising the mill levy and taxes.
You need that added.
Yeah, I need that.
Places to cut in. What did you say?
There were places to cut, like capital outlay, instead of raising the mill levies.
So you just want places to cut at, right?
No, places to cut is already in there.
At the end where it says raising, I think what you want, raising the mill levy.
Oh, no, okay.
Yes.
I don't
That's
have,
okay. I think I was the only thing I'd seen.
that, I didn't see those. I move we approve with those corrections, I move we approve the minutes from Tuesday, October 7th.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any committee reports for the week?
I have Thursday, I have an ECAP meeting, and then next Monday will be our multi-county health meeting, and try to be in Jackson County.
Let's see. Chamber board meeting, seems like most of the focus or emphasis was, let's talk about the whole Onondaga and stuff, so we put a little bit of heat, a little bit of discussion going on with Onondaga and activities and actions by outside groups, so they're, I don't think there's any changes they plan for this year, but they're talking about possibly doing some changes for next year. Okay, so we got Matt here.
Got a couple POs, I didn't know if you needed me here for the, speed limit, St. Pat's at 1:30.
You, Matt?
We read it, you just,
Okay.
you don't have to be, I mean.
I
I got it, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Because Pat read some all 4 sides, so you want to look at.
The first PO I got is for $807.20. It's for assorted, road signs, National Sign Company. And then I have a PO for VG Consultants, and that is for the last 20% of the engineering services down on the Dolly Bridge project, which was $2,600, and then also the $1,000 for the HRR project, the 3 intersections with the pressure side of the page.
Last Tuesday.
Yeah, so it's total $3,600.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, we agreed to pay that $1,000. That was on the ad expense and Dolby Bridge if we're justified. Because he didn't want to ask us for that, or did he want to be separate?
Well,
I think it's
that's
the
actually
new
what
one.
he was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, like you said, if we didn't pay that, he was gonna turn in a bill. That's the way I actually did it.
So he's got all of them, he's going to accept that.
No, Pat actually said he was gonna write a letter told me he's gonna write a letter to him. Explaining the $1,000 payment.
Are the roads holding up after the?
They got tore up pretty bad. We're doing everything we can, got the graders out, and we're hauling rock, so. Hopefully this week we'll get pretty good foothold back on them. Hopefully get them fixed up before we start hauling ground again.
Are you back on the
Yeah,
5 days?
yeah, we went to regular hours this week.
Okay.
I was meant to say that, I forgot.
Yeah, I was curious to ask.
Yeah.
Mike earlier.
Yeah, since we got all our chip seal done, we went back to regular hours.
Okay, so you are done.
Yeah, everything's done. So we're on,
I witnessed Saturday, his son, my son got married and had some slop in the road. So they graded the kind of slop away, and then they put some gravel. And in the back of this one patrol, they had like 8 or 10 wheels to pack that down. And an hour later, you'd never know they had a rain.
they would pull out the grader. I've seen them, what county was that?
It's out there in Manhattan.
Riley County Farm. Yeah, I've seen people do that before,
And they did a good job. They really did. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what they cost her, but they did.
yeah, road fire. New manager, but, I'm not sure what
they
they pulled
never
on.
talked about like that. They must have been 8 or 10. I think it was twice there. Good job.
Did, Mr. Tier,
Ronnie.
yeah. He called, I told him to give you a call, he was inquiring about, they're north of Potter, where we end the chip and seal, he's inquiring if we could extend the chip seal past his house out there, so. If I could give him a call.
That's probably one of those things, it'd be nice for him, but I don't know if the county wants to start doing it. Is there a certain number of feet that's required for you to do, have you met that before, or you just stop where you thought that was?
We just stopped, get a stopping spot, as far as miles this year.
That's probably 150 foot below his house where it stops, 200.
Yeah, and if, you probably, I'd say there's gonna be at least 300 foot there you'd have to do, but, you know, you're gonna have to go in and improve the base also, we just won't be able to, just not go and shoot it, we'll have to put base down also, or else it won't last, so. I just wanted the commissioner would be a good place to start, because I talked to him a little bit about, yeah, I passed it on to him. Yeah.
What the trouble is, and I know Ronnie, but once you start that, I mean,
Well, we've had several other people ask us in the past, and we always, told them that if they wanted to pay for it, then we would do it, but,
pretty fair labor there as well. They pay for the supplies.
I think we figured everything out
Okay.
before.
All right. Well, I'll just pass that on in the past, that's what we did, we probably pretty much first thing to that.
Yeah.
Estimated cost, if you ask,
I'd have to, I could, I'll figure something out. I know, down on Brooks Road, south of town, I know they inquired about it, I came up with a price on them, so. I'll,
Oh, yeah, that short little stretch to that bridge.
yeah.
I think you quoted him a price and then you didn't quote him the right price and then actually got the right price and decided to do it.
Yeah, I think I figured that first time without labor, and I figured, went ahead and figured labor.
Okay, so you got for us?
Yeah, I was just gonna read this.
Mr. Lanter.
I don't have anything, I'm just up here with third.
Yeah. Next, I'd like to recognize Jamie Madison, our new HR director. Second day of the job,
Yes.
so.
If you'd like to be on camera, you can run up here and stand and look right there.
I think I'm gonna wear a hat, thank you.
I didn't say you couldn't make an order, you said if you wanted to.
We've went through a lot, so far, and she has a lot more to go through still, but she's been picking up on everything very fast. So, very fast.
Welcome to Ashby County, please ask questions away.
Okay, thank you.
We got our email set up, and you all should have received your contact information. Let you know that. But we're
You got
getting her educated.
website, all that fun stuff updated?
Not with her yet, I actually have to go through the website still and update with all the new phone numbers.
Oh, yeah.
So, here very soon, I'll.
If there's something else to update on the website that I can get contact.
If you look at that, make sure, Chase's info is on there, because I still get, people still tell me they're
That
going
might
off the
be,
website and they're calling me instead of Chase, so you might make sure.
that might be the update, there was something on the website.
I know I still get calls and they said that they get the number off the website.
I'll be going through everything on the website. We're up for a redesign in less than a year.
Is it really already?
Already. So, which we paid for, already
Yeah.
paid for, so we don't have, there's no upcoming expense for that. But in less than a year, we'll be up, it'll be time to do a redesign, which I'm not real sure
We don't.
if I want to do a redesign, because I heard lots of great comments about what we have, and I don't wanna redesign and it be worse. So, we'll see what our options are.
Some of us have been slow to learn anyway, understand it doesn't matter, if you change it again, then we'll be lost.
It looks really good and it's really easy to navigate. I wish we had more information out there on it, but that'll happen. We'll get there, so. I wanna change it and make it harder to use, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, let's Chase on there now, 1666.
I thought so.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought so, but I was gonna check.
Maybe they just wrote it down and they got it, a while back and before it was updated. Well, I was still actually in charge up there. It just,
Could be. Do you want to put writing that do not call that word?
well, I don't think we have to, I can forward it. I still just get quite a few calls.
You can transfer call, that's right.
Pauline, I wanna clear up today that, county paid $150 for that one thing, and I backed out last minute. And I lost 2 coupons, so I owe $90, and I'm gonna make that check payable. Who do I make that payable to? Atchison
Make it
County?
pay to Atchison County.
Okay.
We've got Casey coming up, and you guys, both of your,
I don't really think I can plan that far ahead.
maybe that's just one Casey. You're gonna talk, maybe, you're going to Casey, you're going to Casey.
I'm scheduled, hopefully nothing happens like last year where I don't get to go, but, yeah.
Secretary King, our transportation secretary, is gonna be in town is that Wednesday? At 12 or?
12, I believe.
Yeah, so it'd probably be a late go for me to get it away. But I don't think anything starts until that time.
They have 2 workshops in the afternoon, work sessions, and then evening social, I think there's an evening program, and the next day is on the actual,
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I actually also looked on the calendar, I measured and make sure there wasn't anything on the list, because everything was sold out.
Oh, it's all good, which is right across the street.
You're
So
going to,
you'll have to
what
cancel,
are you doing?
you'll have to cancel my room.
Jeff,
I'm,
are you going?
Yeah, I can go. The other.
I mean, I have a room in Bill's name,
Okay,
we just need to change it.
okay, so you've got one reserved?
Is that, where's that at?
You're gonna have to fight Jeff for it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll lose that.
Are they out of room at that place?
Oh, they've been sold out.
They were out when I called
Yep.
last
They've
year.
been
Well, what's that one that's right south of there that everybody says is really nice?
Water wall?
What?
Well,
the Broadview?
yeah.
Which
That
one?
is fixed, it's really
I'm
nice.
saying the Broadview.
Is that where it's at?
Very nice.
Kitchenette, they
Yep.
said it was really nice.
Yeah, I heard those are really nice.
There's also one called the Water Walk, I heard.
Yeah, that's the one that they.
Let's see, where's the national,
Yeah, he's got it. Which one did you get for them?
Hyatt,
The Hyatt?
whatever.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, right out there.
Okay, it's not the Hyatt, yeah. The Broadview's right across the street.
Huh?
You can say the Hyatt, I'll say the Broadview.
Okay. Huh?
That one, yeah.
I think so. I think.
The Hyatt is pretty darn nice,
The only thing good about it is it's right there.
yeah.
You just walk down.
So both of you're going, you know what time you're going down, right after?
As soon as he's on whatever Michael King does, probably I'll probably hit the road.
What's his schedule? Have you heard of tentative schedule or not?
Nope.
He wanted to meet with like,
Leroy said everything was still up in the air. He said as soon as he heard something, he'd let me know.
I don't know yet. If you wanna write down, you can.
So you're, okay. Remind me of Brian Kent, Commissioner wants to write down, to the press when you want to come on.
I see three beside me. So,
Okay,
We could meet you down here.
yeah.
Really, I'm saying, otherwise you'd have to go to Peak.
Well, actually, if Michael King's down there, they might be down there anyway. Possible, I don't know.
Going to KC?
No, it doesn't like King.
Oh, he's gonna be here in Atchison.
Is it just exclusive for, is it for the whole northeast?
I haven't heard.
I thought Leroy told me Atchison County, but I could be wrong.
Well, he said he wanted to meet with, local
Yeah,
commissioners, but.
yeah, local officials, yeah. So my assumption was like Atchison County officials. Not sure. Yeah, there's really nothing until then.
You gonna be able to get the word out to your guys, Thursday, Thursday.
So,
You gonna be able to get the word out to police officers?
I got on the radio, and I called several of them, I had one guy out today, I texted him, but I haven't got a response yet, but so far I've only counted one guy who was a shot. So, at the most, I'm one or two,
Get Jamie,
yeah,
kind of short notice.
yeah.
Jamie, I think, is getting my Thursday.
You do?
Yes, my wife's already got hers.
Jamie,
Yes, sir.
make sure it covers the avian flu too.
Okay.
I told you that, one, didn't I? I told you that.
I think so.
If we can take a look at the, resolution concerning the speed limits. So it's modified, if you remember right, we're trying to keep all of the, resolutions on to one, because over the years we've had, several different resolutions. So when we, revise it, or we add something or subtract something, we.
Redo
them
all.
Yeah. Well, they're all based on one resolution. And so I think the changes, is that Brooks Road, or was it?
234,
234,
that thing past church, is the only change I know.
That is the only change. Well, I changed part of the stuff up at the top because I just feel the need to re-explain to you had previously adopted several different ones. So,
Okay.
there were two paragraphs there that I just took out. And then I added a paragraph at the bottom repealing the prior resolution.
Yes.
But substantively, there's only one sentence that's changed, and that had to do with 234th Road.
We have a number for it.
1397.
13, yeah. Further discussion, entertain a motion to accept resolution 2014-1397.
Mr. Chairman, I so move accept resolution 2014-1397.
Second that.
Motion is second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any further discussions?
How many copies you need for all of them? Two.
Probably at least two. We'll just,
Motion carried
You
3-0.
can publish one time. I did email it to you this morning.
yeah, I have it, so I'm,
So,
So you might draft a letter to BG explaining the thousand dollars.
Yes.
I'll give you a copy of
No, that was a check. Well, they still do a check.
they'll send it directly,
But it's not,
unless you want them to hold.
yeah, I'll hold it.
Okay.
That's what you're here, I can ask you, code red,
Check to
where we're at
to
with
BG Consultants
that is
for $1,000. Can you give
It's
that?
paid for. We have training next Thursday for all of the administrators, which are 8, 3 from the county, 5 from the city. We have the links that we put on our website, but we're waiting to do so until after we have our training, so people aren't signing up for it and then not doing anything.
Coming up to you, well, it's rather-
hey, how do you want?
Oh, is it on that project? Oh, it is, that's fine.
Yeah,
We're paying
Okay.
20% of the rate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do need a copy of that. Sorry, you can email me.
So we,
Hey, Matt, is
unfortunately.
that coming out of
it
your?
would be great to have, you know, I just thought about that with
It's,
the flooding and stuff.
it's actually gonna be,
Okay.
It would've been great to have,
$3,600.
they dropped the ball a little bit because our account.
10,000's in there, but it's actually gonna be
And so we were just sitting there waiting and.
But
And all that was on there, like, oh,
Thank you.
they apologize and how they've been busting their rear ends to get caught up, but now we're back on cycle. Yeah, Thursday, next Thursday.
And so that system, like, just say if it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, it would send out,
It's 3 or 4 in the morning, the National Weather Service puts out a tornado warning, which they used to do by county, they don't do that anymore, they do it by specific
area, yeah.
So if you live in that area, COBRA will automatically call your home phone or your cell phone. It'll call your home phone regardless. And then it'll also call your cell phone and where you're at, if you sign up for that part of it. At 3 o'clock in the morning, it wakes you up, so you take shelter. And then we can use it for any road closure notifications, accident, say there's an emergency that we have to evacuate, something like that. So the city will be using it for their water treatment plants, if there's a boiler or something like that. All road closures.
It's a pretty highly functional system.
Very. And COBRA won't just work here. Say you get the app and you wanna drive down to Branson for a little mini vacation, whatever area you drive to, use COBRA there too. I mean, it'll work there, it'll tell you, say, it's closed, or you go something.
So it's not, local government municipality based, it's
Nationwide in Canada. So we go to Canada, it works up there too. So,
Nice.
yeah, I mean, not every county or local municipality in the US uses it, but if you drive into that area, it will work.
So if I was a citizen, I was driving through south central part of Ashland County, and
And you had
a tornado warning pop up, I would get it if I was in that area, but if I was, say if I was living on the very north central part of the county, there is no warning.
Correct.
Really?
The only.
That's smart.
Yeah, the only the part that the National Weather Service outlines on their maps would be notified. Which is good, because you don't need to be waiting, say, the tornado's down by my house, we don't need to wake up Bill to tell him there's a tornado down by my house. So, not Bill, Mike, sorry. Or even you, I mean, you're right with me too, so, there's no sense of that.
So how does it work with our overall system, like with sirens and everything else?
But it doesn't, the sirens are completely manual, the spotters are out, and And when we see something, we set them off.
So if you're on vacation or something, will it still notify you of the weather here?
Mhm.
So if you're in.
Say I'm in Hawaii or somewhere, my phone will beep just like I'm here. It'll also beep if there's something going on in Hawaii,
If they have.
if they have code red, yeah. Which, if you look at the coverage map for code red, it's pretty big. Our Homeland Security region is actually about to buy it for all of our Northeast region, so. Do what?
If we had waited another year.
Well, if we would've waited another year, yeah, we could've, but if, they have to go to bid every year on it, and there's free for notification systems, and you can't change your citizens every year, that, okay, well, this year we're gonna use code red, and next year we're gonna use product B, and the third year we're gonna use product C, and expect them to re-register every year. So what most of the counties have done is they decide we're going code red, or we're going with whatever company, and that's who we're sailing.
See, that's something like KC or like Mark or somebody should have picked up on something like that. That would have been really good to do.
Well, they'd be in the same boat that the Homeland Security group would be in. You have to bid it out every year because you can't bid across fiscal years. I mean, and whoever's the low bid would be who got it, so.
No, they're slightly different entities though. I mean,
So it's all federal money, federal and state money, you're still gonna have to follow the same guidelines.
KC and, no, I'm talking about like KC or Mark.
Well,
Bidding it directly with Code Red.
Yeah, I realize that, but surely you're gonna follow the same guidelines that Homeland Security region will have to, or close to that.
I'm not sure, we got pretty good home rule
Really?
against this, I mean, I don't know how that pertains to that, but.
We're gonna pay for it next year, no, I don't have to. Oh, I can't make $5,000. I can think of hard work ways to spend $5,000. So, which the EPD grant pays for. Yeah, that's all I have. Anything else from her, or?
You said the 28th you're gonna train us,
28th up here. I'll have 3
show us
laptops.
how to access the,
And then I'll have to come to each of your, I mean, you have a desktop computer at home, correct? And then what do you have at home? iPad?
Yeah, do you have an app?
No, but we can use an app that you'll be able to get on the server with. So, I'll have to come to your house to start the VPN, but for yours, we have apps that will, if you bring that day, we'll set up so where you can, no matter where you're at, no matter where you're at, you'll be able to access our system and remote onto a server.
We're gonna meet earlier in the usual.
Workshop.
how long will it take, how long will it take?
Really fast. I mean, an hour and a half max. So, because you just want to know how to run different reports for different funds and then how to read them. An hour and a half max. So 2 hours.
Let's get it for now, let me see.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run if you guys don't have anything.
Be careful when they don't run down the steps, okay?
Have you ever seen me run? What's that like in your hands?
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
Anything's possible, I can move with a low, whatever, on the.
I did speak with, Donna Oswald. There's stuff in the vault that she cannot use to access the vault. Now, I don't know who's, do you know what's in the vault, or, she said there's.
I got some ballots there that I have to move when I take stuff out to them. I don't know what else.
I don't know, she just said there's just some boxes, there's stuff that's impeding getting up on the ladder, and they were trying to she's got some stuff down at the health department she's trying to move up here, so she just didn't inquire.
There's empty boxes downstairs. I don't know.
Is our storage units at the cave? In, what to use, or are we sitting down there empty paying $40 a month?
I've got 2 of them being used, but nobody else's.
I didn't know we had more than two. I thought you had them, so there's extra spots down there to store?
Yeah, what do we have, like four?
Four total.
Plus there's the shelving that's the
Well,
sheriff's
was that
office.
fourth one for your election trailer thing? So we have three?
No, there's two empty ones,
Oh, there's two empty ones
with some
beside.
shelving in it.
Really? Good to know, alright.
Okay.
Are they climate controlled?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be.
So you can put paperwork and put that back in there too.
Yeah, it's not 70 degrees, I think, down there.
72.
72.
The only thing else that's in that room is there's 5 boxes of personnel files that are in the very corner.
Oh,
Then we'll get that
she talked about upstairs though?
No, this is like down in the,
computer room.
server room, yeah, where
Administration
Jamie
office.
and Courtney are at.
That's on it.
It's in that green vault.
What's that?
There's personnel files.
Yeah, that's the 5 boxes. What's the file
There's
cabinet?
more than 5.
Okay, well, there's,
There's
Hey.
like, there's like 8 to 10.
The filing cabinet's in there.
I know, but she wants it out. So what's in that?
Health insurance. Health insurance is in there.
Okay, and then cleaning supplies, maintenance, deep cleaning, sludge man, I see. And she wanted that out.
Yeah, Donna asked about that too. She was concerned about the moisture humidity.
So that bulb is supposedly
We
down.
should probably talk to Joe Bowen about
Of course.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she has a printer and a scanner that is
Oh.
the courts. So,
She left
Yeah.
the printer in there.
oh yeah, the printer she has, the scanner is the courts.
And I have some just metal boxes sitting in the window thing that aren't really bothering her.
Apparently it's all bothering her.
I think she's trying to, she said she's moving files up from the health department basement. She's moving those all up and she cannot get that stuff in there. She's been putting in, I guess there's spots, I don't know if it's in that lower level or whatever, but she'd asked if people could remove that stuff from,
Is that stuff that she has to have access to, or is that some stuff she has on the cave?
That's what I was just thinking. I don't know. You got that.
I told her we have places rented down there, but,
The stuff that's in the vault, they periodically have to access.
yeah, that's what I think she said.
I would find out the stuff that she don't bring up could be taken down the cave.
She acted like it needed to be up, I don't know what it is, but there's files that, since for quarter, I forgot what it was. But there's stuff they can disperse, I mean, I think she said that she's going through, periodically goes through and there's stuff they can destroy.
Is it any good? The stuff that was in the basement?
Well, I asked, I thought it flooded down there, but she said it's still in good shape, it's been up on pallets, I don't
Really?
know,
Okay.
so.
Well, you've been down there, haven't you?
What's that?
The basement of the health department?
They said it's not good to go down there. I've been in the health department, but they've never had to take me on a basement tour.
You should have.
No, I mean, they said it's pretty disgusting.
It is. It is.
Then I know you guys are trying to get some of that equipment stuff all cleaned out, because you got server changeover and towards the end of this year, table, get some of that stuff cleaned up.
Trying to get that out so we can get it cleaned up and a little nicer working condition. Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever's down there, I guess, please move it to another location. Shoot. So, just relaying the message.
Just top priority.
Courtney? Well, Billy, yeah.
She is the check.
Okay.
Once again, welcome to it.
Yeah, thank you. See.
Do you want that check today? No,
Whenever you feel.
so next Wednesday?
That's fine.
Okay.
let me ask you, I don't think it's executive session. I heard you mention in the past where you would like to overlook the bill, you haven't did that for a while. Is that something you need to address with the new HR person right off the get-go here?
Yeah, I should probably address it with her, talk to her about it. I think I could do that outside the session,
Would that be clerk as well, as it has been, or?
No, it's, well, I mean, it was when it was in their office. We had a process.
Well, what I'm getting at, if we're gonna do it, let's do it, let's don't go into it very much, then Jimmy will think, or Courtney will think that we're questioning their workmanship or their work.
Yeah.
We probably, I should have thought about that 5 minutes ago.
In fact, I'll try to mention to her today.
You're doing a good job.
Good work. Questions for us, or?
I take it by your email that you got that resolved, the mark and the timing, and
Yeah, and I really don't still understand what the problem was. The credit union check, I had given it to her before 11:45, which I thought that as long as they have it before noon, she gets it made by 3. But apparently she needs it at 9 a.m. and I didn't know that because no one communicates with me. And I had went over to give them the reports that are printed out the CIC showing what the check was for, and I guess that's not what I'm supposed to do, so. But it's clear up there.
all right, thanks.
Assume because you had that handwritten check for Riverside, that's already all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So how's that look? This is a dumb question, but I'm looking to these bills for food for the jail. Do we put that up for bids, ever? Or is that something pretty hard to put up for bids?
I don't know that it's hard to put up for bids, it's the sheriff's responsibility. I know that he reviewed it pretty heavily when he came in the office, and I don't know what he's done, because we did talk about it then, and he had to review the contract, and, I think he negotiated some changes to the contract. But as for what he does on an annual basis, I couldn't answer that.
Are you talking about the estimate of, that's for senior village, those
Well,
were?
I said sure. Or whatever, wherever, I wonder, do they negotiate, do they shop?
The sheriff's office has a vendor that they pay. I cannot remember who it is.
Consolidated
No,
meal.
I think it starts with the C.
It starts with a C or something.
Yeah, you're right, because they have a bill in there for that, the sheriff's department does, so you'll see it.
Robert Mosher, Secretary Robert Mosher of KDHE is speaking at KDC. Thursday.
I heard he was coming up here
Really?
for some, for a town hall thing.
Good. I hadn't heard that. You know where?
I can't remember what it's on.
Oh, maybe on truancy as well, yeah. Did you sign all those? Oh, I thought Sue said sign those.
There's only one place.
Yeah, but I think you have to go across the line.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, it's just one, you can just go across that line. Shelley Nelson come up at 2. Pat, have we heard anything else back from? Jackson County, have you heard some?
No, I did send an email out to each of the county councilors last week. I've not heard any responses back. I talked, except I did talk with Bronson County,
Council.
Charles Baskins, couldn't think of his name. And they are on board with, they're definitely on board with us. I did send it also to,
Captain Hill.
Yeah, to Kevin and to Alexandria Forrest. I tried to call her and nobody answered in her office, I think on Wednesday. I left a message and then I think I sent it on Thursday. She may be waiting to talk to their commission, I don't know.
Well, here's a letter from Jackson County Regional Household Hazardous Waste. No, October 22nd at 10 a.m. in the Jackson County Courthouse. Sunflower Room that, Dan,
Robinson.
is that who it is? Doesn't know his last name. We will meeting to discuss budgeting and how loss of counties will be distributed for the Household Hazardous Waste Department, and answer any questions the counties may have.
So they're calling for a meeting there.
That's what it sounds like.
So we definitely need to have somebody going, October 22nd.
So
Yeah,
Wednesday,
The 10 a.m. October 22nd.
where's it at? At the courthouse?
Yeah. If you guys are in March or something like that, I can put it on.
So,
And you guys are business time of year.
yeah, chance of rain next Tuesday, but after yesterday, it was supposed to be Wednesday, like our next Tuesday.
So at least a couple of us could go. And you and myself, you'd be okay.
Well, I have something on there, but I need to look at my schedule, like email, to see exactly what it is.
Should we have Chase go too?
Yeah.
Since he's
So you can
solid
call
waste.
this.
Is it Chase? I don't know, he said it was addressed to me.
He had a letter, I can, just put it in the box.
It's probably the same Friday that happened to go.
When? October 22nd, team.
Huh?
The paper people doesn't work here, does it?
Yes, it is. It's a good one. This is a meeting, and you have your packet.
Okay, so there starts with that more shopping. I think we get all of this one.
You're not good yet?
Hold on, pops out to the middle, so you go back to the picture. How we going? So Pat, we'll probably need to check with Chase and see what, probably good to have him go too. Or if we had touch base with those other county attorneys, county councils as well, just to see if, and if this would be the meeting with it.
Well, it does say in that the meeting has to be held in December, but this is, if we're there and we have the school.
I'm just asking if we should kind of, you know, we're gonna make sure that Brown and Donovan show up, I mean,
Yeah, correct, it takes a lot of time for you to vote on that.
yeah. I have to make sure the other counties show up. That's something I would have probably.
Right, because you need 3 out of 4 vote.
Yeah.
So it's just bad.
Correct. We have schedule? You ready for us?
Sure. I'm up here just to go over the FY 14 outcome goals for community corrections and getting signatures, so I can get that signed in. First goal was to have a 75% successful closure rate, or a 3% increase from FY 12. And we had an 82% successful closure rate, and we actually went up to 16%. So we did really good for this year, for FY 14. So, check and see if they're using the right stuff. And they do 4 of those, a month, and then I pick, 2 or 3 out and go over it. And then 65% of our other participants, which is our federal workforce development specialist, will carry a caseload of offenders who score high to very high on the education and employment domain of the LSIR. We had one person trained, and right before they finished it, they resigned. And so our new person, which we had in the end of February, she's doing it now, but it's a long process, so she's not done, but we have somebody else back in the program. So, and that was it. The big one was, reaching our success rate of at least, the state wants us to have 75% or 3% increase, but we managed to get 82%. So,
Wow.
I was
That's
Is
good.
that helping funding through the state as well or not?
I don't know if it really helped it.
That's probably the other way, probably
No, I mean,
reallocate.
I'm more worried about if our rates aren't working, well, why aren't they
Yeah.
working? What are you doing? And so,
Sure. Standards and measures.
yeah, so we'll see. But,
Well, that seems to me to be a silly metric for them to use of just simply success rates or not, because what they're determining is whether or not somebody's probation gets revoked, or parole, I guess probation in these cases is revoked, and it can be not revoked because you're not doing a good job, or it can be not revoked because you're doing a great job. And this, just determining how many of them succeed and not succeed has absolutely nothing to do with having the job you're doing. And I think you're doing a good job, I don't mean that.
right.
But this metric doesn't make any sense,
Well,
in my humble opinion.
I get nervous because we're 80% for FY14. We had that House Bill 2170 passed where, the offenders first have to do the 2 or 3 days, do the DIP first, clear to the 60 days, 120 days in prison. Well, I think that's what has really helped us. Well, eventually it's all going to come full circle, and so, it makes me a little nervous. So, but I'm riding this high for a little bit right now, and we'll just keep working with our people, that's what we always do, and offer the services that we can.
I don't know if the commissioners have heard about, I think you've done a really wonderful job with tell them what you do with people who aren't employed.
We have a work group. They meet every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 o'clock. Well, they would come in, we would go over job listings, resumes, just all of that type of stuff to deal with employment. And we also have somebody doing those, so there'll be a little more to it when they're done. But I got tired of seeing everybody in there. And I mean, there's people in there for over a year that do not have a job, and I thought, this is ridiculous. And so, if they don't have the energy, they're gonna find the energy. So we make them get out and exercise for an hour, and we go with them and walk with them, and we do strength training, whatever we can find, and try and get them motivated. So,
Good.
can't hurt them, so. They
Well,
walk.
it's thinking outside the box, and it appears to have worked, because did you tell me your numbers were down? But there have been people who've found jobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we are, they walked 2.8 miles today. They came in thinking they weren't gonna have to walk at all. No, we're walking. But it's cold.
Where
It's
are they
not that
walking?
cold.
Where,
Well, sometimes we go up to we were going to the high school track, so we could do the stairs and all that stuff, but the last 2 times, we just left from the office and we went and walked. So, and today, we had to go like this, and we needed tennis shoes, and they donated a pair. And, we walked down there, up 4th, up one of the hills over to 2nd, up to Mound, back down 2nd.
That's a part of their, is that required, or that's just what you guys do?
That's what we require of them,
Okay.
so.
Good.
Get out and make them move. Because if you're laying in bed all day, you're not doing nothing. So, but, anyway, but those are our outcomes, and I just need to get a signature. There's nothing to approve because it is what it is, so.
You, yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, we appoint you to
second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. And everything balanced for you.
It's been, yeah, it's been doing good, so. And of course, we'll close with DOC, we'll trace in the north and, not this time. It has a year in, which is making me not correct, but. All right, well, that's all I have right now, so, thank you.
Thank you.
Pauline, did you need any of this, or you got it all?
Okay, most of it.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Good work.
Thank you.
Did you guys get these?
I didn't know if they were, I didn't know if they were going to try it. Oh, they did? See, we got a meeting that, ours is coming up on. Yeah. That's got an email on it, this one. We didn't have one in, August until July, well, they canceled one. No, they're in the bill, that was like chips or something like that, like some raw figures, but I don't know what they've done, what they're for. Bill's gonna ask about what they've done with.
How much money we earned so far?
Oh, we could have everything that could have said in the home, this year's looking out to the lots. Yeah, that's for some people because it's brown.
Yeah. I know that.
It'll be safe and guideline.
Yeah.
The guys didn't know much of it, so I went out there and we drive it.
Good, so, please.
Oh. Shelley.
The shield where that, but the pool. So maybe ought to move it over to your place, get away from the dynamite and stuff, crack it.
They're already, I mean, the Hampton's already out, so they've already got all the dynamite.
Oh, they've got all that.
They've got iron rod.
Yeah, but they'll eventually have to come back and do some.
He really didn't even hear it when they dynamite.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I remember that was one of the concerns that was concerned about.
We hear the closest one, aren't you? The closest one's to that?
It's a while older, or it's.
It's,
Oh, that's right.
Ronnie Myers is probably close to 9.
Capital, do you have anything else for us?
I told you I got back the signed, agreement for
Your rates, yes.
the speed limits,
Mhm.
and that's all I have.
Pretty much 5 minute executive session, attorney client, that's all.
5 minutes?
Yep.
Motion?
I move that we have, enter executive session for 5 minutes, attorney client privilege.
Motion second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Come out at what, 2:00?